Hey everybody, and welcome once again to Ancient Ways for Modern Days. My name is Mike Freeman, and today as we continue in our discipleship journey through the Gospel of John, we are still in John chapter 17, Jesus' high priestly prayer, and we're going to look at the very tail end of that, John chapter 17, verses 25 and 26. And this text, I just want us to recognize the core of a Christian's character is built on the love that Jesus is about to describe. Let's go ahead and look at our text. John chapter 17, verses 25 and 26. Jesus says, "O righteous Father." I mean, he's been talking to his Father, but here he qualifies. You are the righteous one. You are the perfect one. You are the holy one. O righteous Father, even though the world does not know you, I know you. And these know that you have sent me. I have made known to them your name, and I will continue to make it known, that the love with which you have loved me may be in them, and I in them. Now, again, Jesus is praying some incredible blessings upon us, upon us, those who believe in him. He goes to the righteous Father and he says, look, the world as a whole does not know you. This world it has turned its back on you. The world is in rebellion. The world is dead in their trespasses and in their sins. And yet, Jesus, the perfect sinless Son of God, he says, I know you. I know you. And these know that you have sent me. He says, you've sent me. These people, these disciples, they know that I am from you. And in a sense, they now know you also. He says, I have made known to them your name. I have told them about you. I have explained who you are as the righteous Father. And look, I am going to continue to make it known. And here's why. Here's the purpose clause. That the love with which you have loved me may be in them, and I in them. Jesus says, I have known your love for eternity past. The perfect love of the triune God Jesus has always experienced. And now he has come and he has shown the Father to the disciples. And he says, now I want your love, the love you've shown me as your only begotten Son. I want it to be in them and I want to be in them. This is the conclusion of Jesus' prayer. The conclusion of Jesus' prayer is a prayer for a greater experience of the love of God in the lives of the disciples. This is what Jesus prays for you. He prayed it then. We've already seen that he lives to make intercession for us right now. In fact, there's no one that can condemn us because Jesus is the one who died and rose again and now prays for us. And I imagine his prayers are similar to this. Lord, may your love, God, may your love be in the hearts of your disciples. Let me ask you, do you know the Father's love? Do you know how loved you are by the Father as one in Christ? Do you know that he loves you with the same love he has for his Son? This is what Jesus prays for us. Do you realize how incredible the love of God is for you? We live in a world that would make us think that we are worth very little. We live in a world that would degrade us and diminish us. We live in a world that would put us down over and over again. We live in a world that would look at whatever physical features we have or don't have, would want to put a magnifying glass upon us and point out all of the things that are wrong with us and all of the reasons we are unworthy to be loved. And yet, look, you are in Christ. Christ is in you, and the Father's love is now upon you and in you. We've seen that his love endures. We've seen that because we are loved by the Father, that no one can snatch us out of his hands. This is what we rest in. We rest in his love for us, not in our goodness, not in our abilities, not in our ability to try hard and be better. We rest in his love for us. This is a great ancient way for modern day to end the week. Can you end the week resting in the Father's love for you?